It has been a privilege and honor to have been taught my trade, which built my skilled career by the sacrifices and with the integrity of all the veterans, my supervisors, other journeymen, and fellow apprentices during my 15 years in naval ship repair. The time shared with the active duty personnel working together to keep our fleet in tip top shape encouraged my understanding of why we are a nation with freedom and open dreams that can be reached with our own hard work. All right, we're we're hogging off our gear here now, so we're just we've done this side over here, and we're working on this one over here. Okay, we're gonna come in and we're just touching that, make sure we're zero and we're within 5,000 of where the other one was. That'd be great. This is 200 on the diameter here. We're coming in about 2,800, and then we'll double check and make sure that we have plenty of material on the center section. A little premature there. I saw 800, but it was one 800 here. Okay, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 790, and let's see what we want here. We want this finishes off about 3, so there's 310. Okay, we can go our other material. 850. That's taking about 50 on a side. Should be one more cut at this diameter here, and then we're going to go for our next step. It's about 1.5 inches in diameter right now, and we got to take it to 1,450, 1,430, somewhere around in there to just be a rough dimension. All right, double check our dimension here. Okay, 1502. All right, crank it into 450. This will be our last cut here for a rough. Okay, I'm just breaking the center loose so I can bring that chip wad out. Okay, this should be somewhere around 1450 and 1451. All right, the next step we go in, and the next step is 1850, and we're going to go down to just above an eighth, like 150. Okay. I want to double check this length here we're turning. Okay. Yep. Okay, two more cut. This and then a final cut. Okay, I had a customer come in, so I had to run outside. All right, so I think we're down to like 180, something like that. Let's see. Okay, yeah, that's what it says. And we're just going to go to 150, somewhere around in there. Okay, we roughed down the outside diameter of the center section here as well. So we got the whole thing is down within about 25 thousandths or so for each size. The gear here that we kind of dressed up, we dressed up the key and we hit the little face here with just a little lapping paper. We took the burrs off of the outside of the gear here, so we're ready to start dressing up this inside diameter so it runs 100% concentric with the pitch of the gear teeth. Okay, very, very important that the gear does not lob. All right, and our bore dimension here basically is about 1 1/8 inch, 125, and that shaft size is within 124, 125 in that neck of the woods there. It has chewy on it, and there's chewy in here, but it's very, very light. 5 thousandths, 10 thousandths should clean this up. And we have this diameter set at 160 on that one, and 158, 159 on that one there. So we have plenty of material there to put a new fit on this gear on the new shafts. All right. Now we're going to set it up and we're going to be taking care of this bore here. Let me see if I can get in there and zoom it in there. You can see kind of hard with the light here. There we go. All right, you can see how nasty that bore is inside, but it looks worse than it really is. Okay, it's Sunday. I did sleep in till about 6:30. Laid around watching some TV, a couple movies, and some YouTube with my girl, and that only lasted so long. So I come out to the shop. Went out to the container, and I picked up this box here. It says two-post grinder. So I think what I'm looking for as far as what I'm going to be putting together for a two-post grinder is in this box. We're going to open this up in a minute. I kind of rearranged this bench over here, and we have all of our things ready handy here. Everything that really didn't need to be underneath here is gone. This still leaves a little bit of bench, so a customer brings something in, I can set it down in there. I love having an in and out bench, so you can stand there and you can talk at least things that are small enough to put on the bench. Really important. But I have the immediate shafting that we're making, and of course I had to laugh because these chips that I was flying off of the Rutland, I wasn't really, my focus was here, not where these were flying. So they've flown all the way over. I think there was a couple over by the front door there, which is across the room, but there was some on here. So they even melted into the top of the pig blankets here I use up here. So I had to pull some of those out of there. Also, my shoes that I was wearing, they melted into the shoelaces, and you know, I kind of forgot about that when you are peeling out some really hot chips. So we have our shafts here. They're all roughed out and they're ready for our next step. And that'll probably be doing some finish machining between centers and stuff when we want to set that up. But I want to do some prepping and machining and getting our brake assembly going. And I also I wasn't really into too much, but a little bit of coming out here and just kind of your projects. If you want projects to progress, you got to come out and you got to touch them. You got to stay in touch with your projects. Otherwise, they're going to sit on the back burner and what's this, box in a box? I really had forgotten what this was like. But back to touching your projects. If you don't come out and touch them, you're going to lose contact with them. Oh, I had to be a little more careful with how I pack this because some stones. Okay, I don't know what's in there. Clamp, it's Cleveland. I don't know if it's exactly what it says in the box. Let's open this up and see. Oh, we do have this is a cam type lock for the mill table. That's kind of cool. I don't know if it's really something that I needed in here. This is oil. Mobile Met 766 is written on this vitamin bottle. And here's some other oils I believe is in here. This is 7.6 also. I had gotten this some time ago, and I think in one of my older videos I actually went through opening this up and sharing this. But this was a gift from one of my viewers. Another clamp. I was actually looking for something like that over at the mill, so I'm going to be putting that in the mill area there as well. All right, and oh, this is the spare green wheel off of my my tool sharpening grinder over there. When I put the diamond wheel on, this is where the spare of the original wheel came off of that foreign model there. I should have got a piece of cardboard out here. Hang on. All right, so this is a duplex grinder. And I think I got to check the belt and I got to set it up, find out why that's dragging. Oh, there's a nut that's missing on the guard here. I think I pre-assembled everything after it really got to in my possession here, and just kind of making sure everything is here. Uh, and I just needed to test it. I think I did test it and everything was ready to rock and roll. But we're going to be going through and double checking this. And this is how we're going to start doing some tool post grinding. I want to look and see if I actually got a little adapter that I can make up for this to do ID stones, because the first thing I have to grind, or I would like to grind, is the inside of this gear here. Just skim cut it just to make a true and round full surface in here, or if I get 85, 90% with good contact both ends. Little hollows in the middle doesn't really matter, but if I get that cleaned up to that caliber of repair, then I'm going to call it good, and I'll be happy with it. I guess now I got to get a guard so I can get that up off of there, and okay, yep. It's a National Fine Nut. I'm going to see if I can find one of those, and we can tighten that up a little bit. Maybe we'll just find a plug and we'll plug it in and we'll make sure she runs. I found a nut over here, and the motor kind of hangs on its own weight. And I think everything is pretty well taut there. Before, well, I had to slide the guard on and off. But I looked at the belt and it has a little raised lip, so it's not going to be long. So the first thing I'm going to do is look at the length of this belt here, and I'm going to order a couple new belts for it. This does have two locations to run it, so you can run it spindle speed at 16,000 max wheel size 1 inch. And then on the other, where I actually have it now, it'll be turning at 6,000, and you can run up to 3-inch wheels on it. So it's a pretty nice size grinder for what I'm going to want to use it for. The oil's a hint to make sure it has oil in here before we fire it off. And I don't see any oil in there, so I'm gonna put some oil in here. All I'm doing is test firing it now. It's not on the machine. It's not all leveled out. Um, and I'm going to be hanging on to it here pretty quick. Of course, the belt, it can slip a little bit or whatever, but I'm on a pretty solid platform. I just want to know that I'm not running it dry. And I'm going to tip it this way. I know that oil is going to be running down to that end. And then I'll tip it this way. Okay, I think we're ready enough. Switch is in the off position. I'm just going to be putting my hands on here, holding. I don't know what jump is going to happen on the motor here or what, so I'm just steadying it here and grabbing the motor up here. All right, I'm stoked. I'm going to be looking for spindles for small 1-inch wheels and adapters so that I can go in that snout a little bit. If I did have a 1-inch wheel on there, I wouldn't be able to go all the way through that bore, so I need to get an extension out here so I'll be able to go through that bore. Awesome. Okay, there's some other things that we're going to have to consider, and that is what machine, either the Clausing or the Rutland, what I'm going to need for tool blocks and holding it down. And I think I actually want to make it so it'll fit on each of my lathes. And also, too, when the time comes, this will be able to fit on the Monarch as well. So, tool post mount, adapters, and I think we got the 3-inch wheels kind of covered to test out. There's a couple chips in that, but hey, we diamond. We'll dress them on down, and looks like we're doing pretty good there. All right, until next time, get her done.